So a question I get asked very often is, should I bulk or should I cut? Now, if you look like this, the answer's obvious. If you look like this, the answer's obvious. You should cut in both of those instances. If you're as lean and as small as this, then the answer's obvious. You should go straight into a bulking phase. However, the answer is not black and white when you look like either of these two people. Now, this is how they started out when they came to me with the same question. Should I bulk, should I cut? This is the result we got with them in the end and how it ended up finishing out. So listen to what I have to say in this video and let's get that answer to you. Now, when you first start out, you may think, I am small, so I need to bulk. But then you're also pulled from, I'm carrying too much body fat, so should I cut? The answer is not black nor white. The answer is this. And the answer is what we do at the Gorilla Platoon here, which is specialize in body recomposition. This is the ability to drop off body fat and to develop your frame and muscular tissue at the same time. People will say it can't be done. You saw from these results, it absolutely can be done. Now, the reason I brought up these two individuals, the only difference between the two is one is young and brand new to training. This may be you. One is a little bit older and had a little bit of training experience, but not hold that much as well. This also may be you. So I'm speaking to either you're fairly new and young and you're not really that clued up on training, or you're older, you've been tickling at weights for a little bit, you're also not that clued up on training. When you start out into this position, here is step one. You must first let go of your belief of being skinny and that you need to build muscle. You will still aim to build muscle, but you're not going to be bulking. Why is that the case? Because look at the amount of body fat on your body. What has your body done for the longest period of time with more calories? It has stored it as more body fat. If you give yourself more calories now, what will happen? You will store it as more body fat. Fast forward a few weeks, months down the line, let's say you were consistent, which by the way, if you look like the starting photos, you've not been consistent. So let's say you were, for argument's sake. As you go further and further and further down the line, you accrued more weight because you're bulking, you will ultimately look more softer, more fatter, and more out of condition. You will quit anyway before you even built enough muscle in the first place. Why? Because you will not look at yourself in the mirror with pride, passion, and see yourself as an athlete, as someone that is in shape. You started this journey to get fit, you started this journey to look better, you started this journey to gain more confidence so you can go and enter the world as a better human being. Adding more weight and bulking from this weight will do none of that for you. It will put you in a further mental health space. It will make you look like your friends down the pub that say, I thought you were supposed to be going to the gym. You look the same as me and I don't even go to the gym and I sink 10 pints as they're there laughing at you drinking all these pints. This is what will happen to you. And this is why I make the argument that, yeah, sure, you need more muscle, fine. But adding more calories is definitely not going to serve you for that. And if you think it is, that's just you coping because you don't really want to do the hard work. So what do we do instead? We know we need to pull off body fat, but we don't want to do it at a rapid rate, because if we just go solely aggressive fat loss, you're going to end up training, but your training is going to be poor, and you already needed more muscle because you're already soft and small. And if your training's poor and you just keep dropping, you're going to look like your runner friends. Your runner friends that haven't really got much going on with their frame. They're a little bit soft around the midsection, their arms are thin as anything, and you're just not also going to look good because you're going to look like your other friends that you don't want to, who are like cyclists and runners, and God knows we don't want to be like them. So what's the approach instead? The approach instead, and this is where you get your notebook and pen out, you will start off just below maintenance. You'll establish your maintenance calorie target. This is what we do at the Gorilla Platoon. If you want me to make a video on how to establish a maintenance calorie target, drop it in the comments below and I will do so for you. You will, but for action step moving forward to keep the video rolling, you will go and find out your maintenance from online calorie calculators. Once you've got your maintenance, you will set 200 calories below that target. You will also implement your start point to have formal cardio. 20 minutes of formal cardio on something that is non-impact, heart rate 120 to 130 beats per minute. We're talking bike, we're talking incline treadmill, walk. Yeah, just those two for now. Keep cross-training and treadmill in your back pocket for later on down the line. You will also walk 10,000 steps a day. And most importantly, you will train. If you're new, you could probably get away with training 3 days a week. If you're a little bit more seasoned, go for 4 days. If you're really seasoned, which you're probably not, go for 5 days. So let's say you commit to a 3 or a 4 day split and you are going to make sure you hit all muscle groups twice per week. Done. Like, ChatGPT could give you a quick program to go and follow. The point of the matter is you actually going and doing it, and that's where the value comes in from this video. So you've now set out on your task. You are going to go into the gym, and every time you go into the gym, you're going to make sure you get stronger. And the reason you're able to do this is because you're eating a good amount of food. You're not low, you're not in a surplus, but you're not low either, okay? You're eating in and around maintenance, which for most of you, if you structure it correctly in the way we structure diet plans within the Gorilla Platoon, they always come to me with a famous line, this is strange. I'm eating technically less calories, but it feels like I'm eating more food than I ever have. Because if you structure a nutrition plan correctly, the key is in the title, it's a nutrition plan. It's not a meal plan, it's a nutrition plan, which means it is filled with nutrients. And when your body has enough nutrients, funnily enough, you don't have the urge to pig out and eat loads of foods. So as a quick shortcut, make sure your diet is filled with single ingredient, nutrient dense foods, and you will feel a lot fuller than you usually do. Feeling fuller than you usually do will give you the perception that you are full. This will allow you to train hard in the gym, to get better session after session, and to continuously grow muscle. Simultaneously at the same time, we're going to drive fat loss through output, getting you fitter, heart rate's better. Now, slowly over time, in this initial phase that you're going to sit in for around 1 to 6 weeks, you will only lose a couple of kgs. You'll look a little bit better. But what you will have done is primed your body, primed it for fat loss to get the body fat off, because we've made you eat just below maintenance, which for most of you, if you look the way you do, and I don't say this to be offensive, you have not eaten enough nutrients in the past. You may have eaten more calories, but those calories are dead, non-nutrient dense calories through the garbage that you've eaten. And I don't say that to be offensive, it's just the reality of the modern day. Very few have six-pack in today's society, so don't think this is not normal. This is normal. This is why this video will help a lot of people. So when you start to eat a lot of nutrients and your body now has the demand and the need for that nutrients because we gave it demand, how? We trained in the gym, we got stronger in the gym, we got better in the gym, and we did our cardio and we did our steps. Now we are primed, now we are ready. That when we start to turn the dial of more cardio from 20 minutes daily to 30 minutes daily to 40 minutes daily, or we decided to pull from food because your schedule was a little bit more tight for time, we then start to see the drop off. We then start to see you drop on the scale, or while we primed your body to train well in the gym because it had the energy to do so. So now you've got this beautiful thing where you're actually getting stronger. You're also dropping body fat and you're getting leaner. Now, here's the opposite to what we spoke about when you bulk. When you get leaner, you look better because you can see what muscle you have and at least the six-pack. You look more athletic. You look like you're into training. You look like you're into fitness. What's that going to do for your mental health versus the opposite, which is making you look softer and softer and further away from that look? It's going to make you look and feel better. Now, when you get leaner and you train in the gym, your pumps look better because there is less body fat hiding the muscle around you. So now you look and feel a lot better and you look a lot better. So when we finish the end result and you put these two next to each other, you look significantly better. In many ways, you actually look bigger when you're not. You're technically lighter in scale weight, but actually if you've got stronger in the gym, because you were fairly new to begin with, what's moving that extra weight? Is it fresh air? Obviously not. It is muscle. It's the new muscle that you build. It won't be much. Sure, it won't be. I'm not saying it's going to be much. I'm not saying you're going to look like a superhuman by the end of this, but you're going to look infinitely better once you've done a body recomposition. So let's fast forward now. You are dropping through fat loss. Scale weight is coming down. You're looking better. You're looking leaner, and you're just going to keep either turning either dial. More cardio, less food. More cardio, less food, until ultimately you are in a full-on fat loss phase. But you're dropping nicely until you get down to the point of being close to 12, 10% body fat. You can see the six-pack. Now at this point, from where you started, this will be a big change, a big impact on your life, and you will look significantly better. But now what this has done for you is, let's look at this as phase one, body recomp phase. This has now earned you the right to go into a gaining phase, because at least you're not, in the beginning, you were nor lean nor big. You were small and skinny. That's the ultimate worst case scenario. Now you're not big, you look better than you do for sure, and you've probably got a little bit more muscle than you do, but at least you're lean. So at least you're on one side of the coin. We got you lean first. Now what do? Now we slowly can start to add fuel to the fire, because your body has been without a surplus for a long period of time. Your body's been with a lack of carbs for a long period of time. Now you are more responsive, specifically more sensitive to the way the body will utilize insulin. So the carbs you do eat, you will get more from them. When you get more from them, you drive more performance in the gym. This allows you to get stronger and keep moving session after session. So now we thicken you up. and you start to look better. And because you're now lean and we start to add more food, you look fuller, which automatically gives you that perception that you look and feel bigger, that you're building more muscle, that you're making progress. Now guess what you get to do? Because you're lean, you can sit in this improvement phase for 6 months straight and you can get as big as you possibly can across this first phase, all while staying lean for the first part at least and enjoying the process too. You see the difference now because we got you lean first. You now look better, therefore you're more engaged, therefore you're more likely to stick to this, therefore you're going to make more gains. And when we need to cut you down again, you've built muscle, you've eaten more food, so when we cut down, it's going to be easier, quicker, and you're going to look better as well the second time round. This is why the answer is not really black and white whether you should bulk or cut. The answer is you need to do a body recomposition. If you want me to do this for you, of course there'll be a link in the description. Come and join the Gorilla Platoon on the inside and we'll get the job done for you. If you found this video of value, subscribe to the channel. And as always, we deliver daily, so I'll see you tomorrow.